Hi and welcome to this strength training exercise for anyone with pelvic floor dysfunction and prolapse. We are gonna make it super safe for you to do these exercises. That being said, please listen to your body, and if anything feels wrong, then stop and just go to the next one. We will start here with connecting to our breath and our neck and shoulders. So the next time you inhale through the nose, you lift the shoulders up towards the ears all the way. And then as you exhale through the mouth, you let the shoulder blades come back together and let the shoulders relax. And then you lift your arms on the next inhale all the way up, then placing opposite hand to opposite knee and the other hand behind you. So we are rotating the spine here. Slowly, every time you inhale, you lift up the hands to meet above your head. And as you exhale, opposite arm to opposite knee. Take your time. Slowly lowering the arms, and we are now going to come onto all fours. Please make sure your hands are directly underneath your shoulders and your knees directly underneath your hips. Flexing the feet, keeping your abdominal muscles active. So you draw the belly button towards the spine. Finding the balance here, lifting one leg straight behind you and the other opposite hand in front of you. Finding a nice balance, and when you are ready, as you exhale, you draw the knee and elbow toward each other and really lifting up through that belly button. So when you inhale, you stretch out, and exhale, coming to center. And then you take your hand out toward the side, your foot toward the side, finding a nice balance here, breathing, tucking the belly button toward the spine and letting go. Coming down with the hand, lift your knees up from the mat. Aware of your core, so draw the belly button toward the spine, and if you want to, you can do a small Kegel here to make sure your pelvic floor is active and you're not pushing anything out. The knees and coming to the other side. So placing the hands directly underneath the shoulders, knees are directly underneath the hips, flexing the feet and lifting the opposite leg and arm this time. Finding the balance. As you are ready, you start to draw the elbow toward the knee and knee toward the elbow. All the time being aware of your low back, so you're not collapsing there, but you are supporting with your lower abdominal muscles to lift up from the front. As you inhale, you stretch out, and as you exhale, you come to center. And then finding this balance, I have to bend my knee here slightly. And then lowering when you are ready. Finding your position again and lifting the knees up from the mat. Engaging your core, engaging your pelvic floor slightly. Breathing, letting the shoulders come all the way away from the ears, and then coming down again. Maybe shaking the arms and shoulders a little bit. We will work on the arms now, so come to all fours and point the fingertips toward each other, lifting up to a downward facing dog, and then doing like push-ups in the downward facing dog. Good. So we are activating the shoulders, the back, and the arms here. Bending as much as you need in the legs to make this a comfortable position. When you are Ready, the next time you can come all the way down, maybe shake the shoulders, neck a little bit here before we come to lying on one side. So you can lie with your head in your hand and the lower leg in a 90-degree angle. Placing the opposite hand, the fingertips of the opposite hand on the mat and lifting the top leg, straightening it, starting to do small circles here with the foot. Breathing, connecting with the abdominal muscles back toward the spine, changing direction of the circles. A few more. You start to lift the leg as high as you can and lower all the way to the mat. Really keeping a good posture with your abdominals toward the spine and lowering the shoulders from the ears. And then flexing the foot and kicking the leg forward, trying to keep the foot above hip height. A few more, don't forget to breathe in and out through the nose. Lateral breathing if you can. Relaxing the jaw. Good. From here we are going to place the upper arm behind the head, working our abdominals here. So we crunch and try to connect the upper elbow and the upper knee toward each other as you crunch. So as you crunch, you exhale, and as you stretch your leg, you inhale. Good, and just remember, if you do not feel comfortable at any time, just stop. Then the last exercise here, we are going to take small pulses up with the legs, so keep it quite high and then just pulse. Good. A few more, you should feel a burn now. And then lower the leg. I think it's really nice to give your hip like a clap with your hand to increase some blood circulation there. So before we move to the second side, let's come to a side plank on your knee. Straighten the arm and the leg toward the side and then crunching here too in a side plank. So as you crunch, you exhale and stretch out, you inhale. Good. A few more. And the last one. Slowly you come all the way down to seated, and we are going to switch sides. So you come all the way down to the second side, resting your head in your hand. The lower leg is 90 degrees and the upper leg is stretched out. Keep your good posture and starting to do our circles with the upper leg. Breathing, really keeping the posture. The belly button is reaching toward the spine. Changing direction of the circles. Good. And then slowly we start to lower the leg and lift it as high as you can. As you lower, you exhale and inhale, lift up the leg. Good. The shoulder blades moves away from the ear and your tongue is relaxed. One last lift here And stay up with the leg, then flex the foot and kick it forward with the straight leg, just above hip height. So that we are really working our glutes, the back of the leg, and our abdominals. Last one. And then you place your hand behind the head and reach for your knee with your elbow as you crunch. You exhale as you reach and inhaling. Good. Last one here. And then placing the hand back down onto the mat again, we are going to take the pulses. So good, well done. If you want to tap with your hand onto your muscles, go ahead. So we are going to finish off here on this side with the side plank. So lifting the arm and leg, stretching it all the way and crunching as you bend the leg and the arm, reaching them toward each other. Exhaling as you crunch, inhale as you straighten. Good. And then slowly coming all the way down to your abdomen, placing the feet in line with the mat and your forehead on the hands, starting to lift one leg and then the other leg as high as you can from the mat, activating the back side of our bodies now. Either you stay here, or if you feel comfortable, the next time you lift, you can lift both legs as high as you can. Breathing in, lifting up, and exhaling, lowering. Good. Stopping with the feet now, let them rest, and then you lift the head and shoulder blades instead up toward the sky. So as you inhale, you lift, exhale, lower. Good. Either you stay here, or if you want to combine everything, you start to lift the legs and the upper body as you inhale, lowering as you exhale. Really activating the whole backside of the body. Good. Last one. Slowly placing the hands down on the mat, just taking a deep breath in, closing the legs and coming into a child's position. Stretching out the low back, the back, the spine. And before we end, I just would like you to try this massage for the top of the head. So you just roll onto the top of the head, placing the hands slightly back, and then you roll from side to side on your forehead, on your scalp, just in any way that feels good to you. The neck will also get a good stretch from this. So any way you feel it's comfortable, just to increase the circulation to your brain. Good. And then coming back and all the way up. Thank you so much for joining me today. See you next time.